Hey guys, what's up? So, I thought now would be a really good time to kind of talk about the state of the channel right now, like what I'd like to do with it, where I feel it's headed, and some of the things that some of the problems I have with my channel and how I'm running it right now. Because I actually do have, there's some things about the way I'm doing the channel that bother the hell out of me, and I am going to get into that. Before I get into that, though, I wanted to first off, once again, wish everyone a Happy New Year. I'm late saying that. And I would also like to thank everybody who's been sticking around this channel for as long as they have, those who are still around, as well as those who have recently decided to jump on and decided to stay. I'm really surprised that this channel has lasted as long as it has. For something that started out as... I did this on a whim. The very first video I put up was literally done on a whim to respond to somebody else's video. You know, back in the days when you could directly respond to someone else's video. And it just kind of moved on from there, you know. I mean, my channel is not large by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm kind of happy about that, because I don't think I'd be able to handle this channel being around, you know, the huge levels. Like, if I was, like, into the, you know, 5-digit numbers, I don't think I'd be able to handle that. But I'm still amazed with how many subscribers I do have. Like, I just checked, and it's 7,000. I don't know how the hell I got to 7,000. I'm not just... It's amazing to me that there's that many people who are willing to see what I'm putting up, especially recently. But thank you for sticking around. I really appreciate it. And especially thank you to those who have, you know, been able to add to, you know, Patreon, who've joined Patreon to help support it that way. That's helped out quite a bit over, you know, the past few months that I've had it going. It's really helped. And again, just all I can say is thank you, which also kind of leads me to some of the things about this channel that's kind of frustrating me. While we're on the subject of giving thanks, I really feel the need to just take a pause here and just say thank you to those who have helped me out during a really difficult period last year. You guys know who you are. In particular, I definitely want to give a shout out to the Bear and the Rat, who they pretty much helped me to stay sane last year. Yeah, I've already said thank you to them in person, and if my plans for, you know, later on this month work out, I'll be able to do it again. I've already said thank you to you guys directly, I said in person, but I just want to do it again because you guys have helped out immensely. Not only through a difficult time, but you also had helped me out with moving out from where I was to where I am now out here in the West Coast and helping to make it a smooth transition. So definitely, once again, and probably not the last time I'm going to say it, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I am well aware that I am not putting up nearly as many videos as you guys would like. And I thought I would be able to do it by now, increase that, and I'm still working on increasing that. Please forgive the beeping sound you just heard. But in my new situation out here where I'm living in Washington now, the new job that I have and my responsibilities afterwards have kind of steamrolled and kind of messed up my schedule. I work 10-hour shifts now, and I work them at night. And every now and then I have an overtime day on top of that where I have to work another 10-hour shift. They just happen. Like, you know, every now and then, oh my God, we need an extra volume of stuff out. We need you. Got to do that. And then the 2 days that I have off is usually on recovery and taking care of my son, and also every now and then taking care of another child. So there's, you know, I don't have as much time as I'd like, which is not really that big an excuse because there's some people with less time than me and they're able to churn out a video every other day. But it does kind of eat into the things that I want to do. And another thing that's kind of even eating on the things that I want to do is the amount of space I have. I've had a lot of ideas that I wanted to put out, but they kind of need space. Like when I did the Nunchaku video, I mean, yeah, I just barely had enough space to do what I wanted to do. And if you notice, I still kept going out of frame a lot. This really isn't that big a room. And I don't have a yard. It's not like where I was before where I had a yard and I could cut things and do forms and show off drills and things like that. I can't do that here. All I have is kind of like a sort of front yard, and that's right in front of a main street. And if they see some black dude swinging around, at least 3 feet of live steel, there's gonna be a problem. So until I can figure out something to do with the space and a place to be able to do that sort of stuff, I'm not gonna be able to put out the videos I want to put out. Particularly, there's certain cutting ones that I want to do. There's drills that I wanted to show. There's the whole why they do that thing that I still need to keep going. There's at least 3 other videos that I've already had planned that I wanted to do, but I need space for that. So yeah, that's what's keeping that, under wraps. But having said all that, there are still certain things that I can do from here. More discussion-based stuff on martial arts and other things I can do from here, and I've already scripted out some that I want to do. And there's another idea that I've been sitting on for too long, and I've already discussed it with some people. They're ready to go. I just need to set aside the time to do that, and that's on a sort of an interview / podcast type thing that I've been having this in my head since last year that I've wanted to get going. Based on sword stuff and maybe like general martial arts stuff, where I have somebody like a host and for at least half an hour to an hour. I don't want to make it too long, like maybe an hour and a half at the most, where we discuss things about martial arts, sword stuff, whether it be in video games, movies, just related to that, and also maybe interview somebody who's into it. They don't necessarily have to be famous, but they just have to be, someone who knows what they're talking about, and they give their own perspectives on things. There's one dude I already know who's waiting in the wings for me to interview him. I just need to roll time to do that. That's one of the ideas I've had, and it's way past time that I just got off my ass and got that going. Another thing I want to do, I really need to schedule this out, but it's a long time coming, and it's time for me to just get up off my ass and do it, is to just force myself to get something out at least every week. I can't guarantee every other day or like every other few days like, Scala and many other people do. I just don't have the time for that. But what I do think that if I can just kick myself in the ass, I can try to get out a video a week. And what I tentatively want to do, I can't tell you when I'm doing it, but I'm hoping to get this off real soon, where it's like each week is a different theme. So like, let's say the first week, maybe something of martial arts / swordplay. The second week, something more philosophical / political. Third week, something nerdy. And the fourth week, whatever the hell I feel like. Which, to be perfectly honest, is how this channel really is supposed to be. I've noticed that a couple of people, and including a troll or two, were trying to tell me that, your channel is supposed to be primarily on martial arts. No, it's not. Never has been primarily about martial arts. Yes, I've been focusing on it lately, but it's simply because it happens to be something I really like talking about at the moment. But my channel, to be perfectly honest with you guys, is really just me talking about whatever the hell I feel like talking about. That's how it started. That's how it got going, and it's pretty much how it remains to this day. So if every now and then you see me throw out a video game one, or you see me talking about something more philosophical, it's because that's what I feel like talking about at the moment. I have, however, personally decided to not talk about certain things on this channel anymore. Not because I'm afraid to talk about them, but because I'm seriously beginning to get tired and I'm just sick of the type of dialogue that happens around certain topics, where it's not really a dialogue, it's just a freaking shouting match. And I'm a little sick of it. If there's going to be a dialogue on serious topics, then it should be a real dialogue, where some real information is exchanged and people get some new perspective and try to figure out how to solve the problem. Not just point fingers at each other and yell out all types of bullshit about what they think the other side is about. I'm a little sick of it. Just certain topics I'm just going to stay the hell away from. If you talk to me privately, I'll give you my opinion, but I'm just not really engaging in certain things anymore. I'm not interested. That being said, it doesn't mean that I won't talk about certain serious things, because I know there's some old timers who, every now and then I get a PM, I miss your old stuff. Because my old stuff was a lot more philosophical and political. And I kind of want to get back to that, because there's been a lot on my mind lately. I'm just being careful which things I decide to put up, because I really don't want a flame war. Because I don't do well with flame wars. Anyone who's seen how I used to moderate my comment section in the old days, or those who remember, like those way back, and I don't even think they watch anymore, but those who remember when I used to run message boards, You guys know how cutthroat I can be when idiots show up. I show no mercy. Forget a band hammer. I got a band chainsaw. I just eliminate motherfuckers. So I really don't want to have to go back to that, which is why I'm being selective on what I talk about. But that being said, you know, to get back on point, I really want to try to push myself to put out 4 a month. I can't guarantee that I will be able to, but that's what I want to do. And I tentatively want to do it like first week, martial arts / sword stuff. Second week, philosophical. Third week, nerdy. Because I believe it or not, geek type stuff I am still steeped in even at my age. Look at my freaking sweat, okay? Look, this is all you need to know. My freaking magic cards up there, which you can't see. But yeah. This, if you knew what was on you can't really see what's on the shelf, but if you did, you'd just be shaking your head like, really, dude? Like all the freaking RPG books I got over there, the Dark Souls books I got over there, the freaking video game shelf of it. There's a lot, okay? And then that's not even talking about that shelf, which a lot of those aren't books, those are games, okay? So, yeah, that's a big part of me, and I would like to show some more of that. And then the fourth week where I just talk about whatever the hell I feel like. So it might be another martial arts one, it might be a goofy one, it might be me just ranting about the idiots that I have to deal with on the road. I'm in Washington now. Don't get me started about the traffic out here. I cannot. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically what's going on with this channel, my thoughts on the channel, and how I feel I could take it into a better direction than I have right now. One last thing, and this is for the people who are on Patreon. I really need to revamp it. I am not happy with how it's set up right now. Clearly, I have to come up with slightly different and definitely better rewards than what's on there. And I'm even seriously considering getting rid of the $15 tier and just sticking with 10. It all depends on how I decide to rework it. But I don't want to rework it without your guys' input, because I don't want to change it to something that's making you guys who have already put some money in pissed off. Expect me to, message you guys directly on Patreon pretty soon with some of my ideas, and I want you guys to give me your ideas, like if you like it or not, and then we can go from there. But I really feel like I need to revamp how it is to make it a little bit better for you. Though having said that, the QA stuff, I'm bringing that back. When I was doing the live stream, yes, there were very few people who showed up for the video game stuff, but the few that were there, it was a little fun talking with you guys, even if it was just about Dark Souls and video games in general. And I would like to bring the QA thing back every month, even if it's just to shoot the breeze, because that's fun. Like every now and then when you're just like, yeah, some goofy stuff that's going on at the time. It's fun. And I really, the reason why that stopped, by the way, to be honest, part of it was because of time and all the crap that happened last year. But another reason, to be honest, was very few people. I set it up so that the people on Patreon would actually be able to join in on the chat itself. Like I would be able to because we were doing this through Google Hangouts, and I wanted to have some of the Patreon people actually in on the Google Hangouts conversation and not just be people posting up in the comment section, the scrolling text. I wanted them to actually be part of the conversation live. I thought that would be it would be worth it, like to actually talk live instead of just simply being text. And hardly anybody would show up. Like I think for the first 2 QAs, it was like 1 or 2 people that did. And then all the QAs I did after that, no one responded to all. I invite everyone on Patreon. I would send them invites when I would do it. And no one would show up. So I'm like, well, if nobody cares, why do I keep doing this? I would like to bring it back, though. But you guys are going to have to tell me if you want to be in on the live conversation part. If you don't, then I can just do the QAs without that in mind. But I need to know. But yeah, I would like to bring that back, and I do want to revamp the Patreon thing, so expect that to happen soon. So, yeah, that's it. That's what's going on. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything else you'd like to see, or if there's any things you feel need to be improved. Constructively, by the way, there's been 1 or 2 idiots who have been trying to make criticisms that have either it's a dumbass assumptions of what they think the channel's about, or they're accusing me of doing certain things that I'm not doing at all, and I really don't know where these accusations are coming from. And that's my son peeking out because he's wondering when I'm about to serve the food, which I really need to hurry up and do.
No, I'm wondering why you didn't tell me you were doing a movie. Anyway, carry on.
This is what life is like here. You know what? I'm not even going to... I thought I was going to edit that out. I'm not even going to edit it out. You know what? No. I'm ending it right here. I think that does a really good job of just ending it, period.
No!
Catch you guys later.
Why? No. No.
What?
Why? Why are you ending it here?
Because I really had nothing else to say.
Oh.
Wave to the camera. Bye, guys.